Oh.
Can you guys hear us, see us, smell us? I hope you can't smell us, especially not me.
Is it too high? Or is it good right?
Ooh.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Welcome.
Say hi to all those people.
We didn't even...
It was, what, like 9 o'clock? 10, almost 10?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, we didn't go live.
Well, what were we doing last week?
I went to see Wicked.
Oh, yeah. She went to see the Wicked movie. Wicked, eh? Uh-oh.
That's just your computer.
Oh, okay.
That's just internet.
That's just the internet. Hey, all right, let's say some highs and hellos and saluts. We got JT in the house, staying awake.
Hey, JT.
Hello, JT. Hello, Ed and Anita. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Gina, if you're there. And even if you're not, still saying hello to you. Hello to, I think that's everybody. That's everybody showing up in the chat. Now, it says there's 8 watching, 7 because I got my iPad technically watching. But,
message her in the other one. Just don't even. Just message her in the other one.
All right, I'll try it.
Because she's confused.
Yep. My mom's trying to get in here. See if that does it for her. All right, so oh, Gina says okay. Let's see where to go off the rails here.
I don't know. I can't see it. So.
Okay. It says everybody's saying hello to everybody. Interested in the thumbnail, says Anita, and I said, "Woo, y'all ready?" I don't know why I'm doing Southern. Tonight, but okay, I guess I am. Next Friday we'll be on MSC Seashore. That's JT and Jen. You guys just got off a cruise.
I was going to say, didn't they just get back?
They ain't fair. They ain't right.
That's nonsense.
Only a 3-night. Okay. So the 2 cruises together, you have a whole cruise. That's how that works. But hey, it's a cruise. That's right. Hopefully the weather is better. Don't want to get blown out of a port a second time in a month. Yeah, you guys had some wind. I don't mean like gas. I mean like you had some wind. Oh, hang on. My mom's... all right, hang on. Let me see if I can help her out. For the green and white icon. I just sent it there too. All right. See if I can get my mama going here. Okay, where are we at? Ed says looks like a house, and the thumbnail pic is a fixer-upper. A little paint and it looked brand new. That's right. You got the spirit there, Ed. The money pit. Stacy says, "Pinky up, Matt." That's right. Pinky up. And there's Gina says hi, but Bimini was nice. Oh yeah, we're gonna hang out with JT and Jen Sunday, so I'm looking forward to talking to them about Bimini.
Matt's gonna use his grilling skills.
My Skrillin gills.
Yeah.
This, I don't think JT would like this, but maybe because it does have buffalo trace in it.
Pineapple.
And it's pineapple. This is a Publix makes a it's called like Sweet Heat pineapple yuzu.
Where'd you get sweet heat
It says
from?
it on the tag. Yuzu and habanero lemonade. And that's what this is with some buffalo trace in it. And I gotta tell you,
it does say sweet heat. That's funny because that says spicy, but that says sweet heat.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
This is really, really good. Like, I just was like, we were at the grocery store tonight, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to mix that with some whiskey. I bet that would be good with some whiskey. And I was, I didn't know what to expect. I found a real good combination right here. If you like the tropical drink with a little spice in it and that whiskey bourbon taste, this is your friend. All right.
You gonna drink one every night now?
I don't know. For the rest of the year, probably not. Okay, so anyway, I don't see my mom in here yet, which concerns me a little bit. Hopefully she can find her way in here. But yeah, we weren't on last week because she was doing the Wicked thing. Honestly, it was like a weird, because we were off we were off Thanksgiving and we were off that Friday. So the whole weekend was kind of skewed a little bit. So we didn't think about it until it was too late. And then it was like, oh, okay. Thank you, Stacy. This is one of my favorite hats, but I always feel like I shouldn't wear it unless it's cold out. And it is. It's really not cold out.
What is it?
It's 71
71.
degrees. But it's been chilly a little bit here and there in Florida, so I got the cold hat. I got my cold hat. I do like this hat quite a bit. It's one of my favorites. So yeah. What else?
I don't know, man. This week has been really busy at work after like coming off of really, really slow, so my brain's a little fried.
JT says it was in the 50s in Valdosta in the morning. It's like
Oh.
19 degrees in Minnesota.
Gross. Somebody's living in the wrong place.
Right. So yeah, so there you go.
Well, you want to talk about what we're doing this weekend?
We can do that. It was 12 degrees in Illinois there, says Ed, when you moved to Florida. Keep that cold over there. See, that's what JT's saying there. Yeah, so this weekend, we got a fun weekend.
Yeah. We got
Right?
stuff
We got the
both
live
days.
tonight. Then tomorrow, we're going to go to this mystery Ybor City, walk around.
I think it's called Escape the City.
Escape the City.
And there's like...
And it's Tampa, so I do want to escape that city. But
Well, it's like an escape room. It's kind of like if you guys... I'm sure I talked about the Clue thing that I did, the downtown walking Clue thing. So it's like an escape room, but in the city. So like there's different parts, like it leads you to different areas, and then I guess there's a clue to something. I don't know. We haven't done it yet.
you did the one, you did the one downtown.
We did that Clue one that was put on by the Strass.
And then I stole the idea and did a homeschool thing
Yeah.
that went over really, really well at the aquarium. Like people loved it.
Yeah. But they have lots of them. So like I know there's one for I think Daytona, or maybe it's Jacksonville. Maybe both. There's one for Orlando. I know. So there's multiple cities where they have these escape the city things. So.
Yep. And then tomorrow night you're going kayaking at night with Viviana.
Yep.
And I'm hanging out with Steve-O.
I'm middle excited.
Um,
Kayaking on a river in Florida at night makes me a little nervous.
It's supposed to be a game night, but I guess
Yeah.
it'll just be Steve and I playing games. But so then Sunday, JT and Jen are coming over. We're gonna grill some dogs and eat some casserole and hang out. So that'll be good. And then the weekend will end. Let me just check on my mom here and see. Oh, it says read. She read the thing, so I don't know if she made it in or not. Are you here? Let me just add a note to that. Just click the play button, right?
Well, I don't think the play button opens it all the way. It's the brown.
The words
Yeah.
in on the brown.
Oh, she made it. She's in.
Oh, she's in. Okay, cool. I will discontinue typing that message, giving her instructions on how to do what she's clearly already done. Hello there, Mom. All right, so so that's our weekend.
Yeah.
And then we might have bought a house.
Or at least started it.
We started the process. We haven't. It's not officially purchased yet, but we have made we have accepted an offer.
Well, we made an offer and we accepted the counter.
Well, yeah. But I mean, essentially, we accepted the offer.
I guess.
Yeah. So instead of $5,000 million, we're only paying $499,000 million.
Basically. Yeah.
No, I think we got you know, we had a what we wanted to get to, and it was in that range, and they're making some concessions and stuff. So I think we did good. I think we did good. We'll find out, but you know, it's buying a house, so it's got to go through all the other stages and all that has to go through and everything. So I'm not gonna overly get excited just yet, um, but it is exciting, and it's in our subdivision, but it's not an HOA, so those are both good things. We really like the subdivision a lot, and we don't want to be in an HOA. So yeah, if it all goes through, we're going to be really excited. And it's a little smaller than the house we're in now, but not much. And the layout I think is a little bit better than the one we're in now. And we can do whatever the heck we want with it. So, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, um, we'll be stripping on the weekends for extra cash.
Yep.
And you know, maybe busking or something like that, or if you have any commission artwork you want done. You know,
Yeah, there we go.
actually, I am going to start doing something on a serious note. I do want to. I bought some acrylic paints around my birthday, which was in June, and so my goal is to teach myself how to paint well enough that I can do like paint and sip kind of things, just as a side hustle, you know, just to make a little extra
You
cash
could do
on
some
the
digital
side.
ones.
Maybe we could sell
so
some.
all of our friends can do it.
Yeah, well, maybe, and then maybe we can sell some of our Etsy stuff. We took the Etsy stuff down because we like nothing was selling. So
Yeah, but
which
we
was
kind of
part of our
yeah, we
fault.
kind of fell off of.
We put a lot of effort into that. I'll
Yeah.
say, but that may be changing.
Yep.
So yeah, so actually, I may do um, at some point. Maybe I'll do a friends virtual one where you would just have to buy your own paint and canvas because I can't get it through the phone, you know, kind of a thing. But and you guys could paint along and
Be a guinea pig.
be a guinea pig.
And then if it goes
That's
well
not the guinea pig
and
thing.
it continues, then you can pay for a glass.
What?
Said if it goes well and we continue to do it, then you can pay for a future class.
Wow. Or you could just get a group of friends over and charge them for a
Yeah.
class.
There we go.
And you could do it for free. Anyway, not really. We're just kidding about that. But so that's kind of what's going on in our world right now. The dragons are not out because they are both kind of starting their winter patterns, which we didn't realize Marty was doing that last year. So we brought her out, but she was just sluggish and she kind of stopped eating for the most part. Well, guess what? It's wintertime for them. And so they've been avoiding the heat lamps and they're still eating, but they're not eating a lot. And that's just because that's what they do. And so they'll probably do that for the next, I'd say, probably a couple months. And then after that, they'll be all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
In time for the new home.
In time for the new home. And then there may be some bearded dragon babies coming along.
Good thing we'll have the new home.
That's right. That's right. There's another side hustle. Maybe we'll have a little tiny bit of extra income by the time we're done feeding them. But anyway, what else you got? You got anything else?
Nope. I guess that's it.
Okay.
Do you?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we have anything
No, we're
else. So.
pretty boring. It's over there.
Yeah.
People saying things.
There's people saying stuff. Stacy's asking for a health update from you.
I'm pretty much in the same place. I technically have a doctor's appointment next Tuesday that I'm actually going to cancel. Because it's like another kind of follow-up to decide about doing surgery or not. So I've decided at this point I'm not going to do it. There's kind of a lot of stuff going on, and with the possibility of being like kind of down for 3 months, now's not a really good time for that. So I'm just gonna keep chugging along, and if something gets really bad, then of course that'll change. But with where I am right now, I'm functioning. So it's not a very exciting health update, but yeah.
Well, you're not in pain and agony.
I'm not.
No. So
I mean, it's the same situation where my foot's numb.
you were in a little bit of pain when your mom was here.
We did a lot of walking.
But that subsided.
It'll pop up here and there, but if I don't do too much activity, or like right after that, I take one of those that inflammation medication, and it made it better. So when it kind of, I guess, flares up or whatever, if I take one of those, it calms it back down.
That's kind of what I've learned to do, which so far I've been able to tame that, and then I kind of know how to deal with it. At this point, I can keep it in check.
Now once I'm out of that specific medication, I guess I'll either have to see about getting more, or like if Tylenol will do it. But that's where we are.
That's where we are.
Taking it day by day. I know, it's boring. It was real exciting when like things were happening, but now I'm like, yeah, it just is what it is.
Getting old sucks. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe like we're trying to close. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we would ideally like to close on this house in December. I know it is December. It's going to be real tight, and so I don't know if that's going to happen. But that's the dream, because I think benefit a little bit from the tax stuff. But if not, it'll probably be early in the year, and then who knows? Maybe we'll have good internet again, and we won't have to use cellular. And if we don't, then I feel a lot better calling the internet people up and saying, "Get your butts out here and fix this," or we'll switch. We'll switch to something else.
We can't switch right now.
No, we're locked in a contract that we didn't choose. Just glad you're making it work, Stacy says.
It doesn't say to work, it just says work.
Oh, just making it work.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. I was like, just have you making it to work. Sounds like you're a slacker, but
I'm not.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
I go to work every day.
Yeah. A lot of people have been sick though recently. Yeah. I was sick a couple weeks ago, I guess. A few weeks ago. I thought I sounded sick today. I taught 2 gator safety classes, and I kind of had deep tone sick voice. Oh. I didn't feel sick.
You haven't been doing as much talking.
I guess maybe that's it.
Your voice hasn't been...
But I kind of woke up like that, but I didn't feel bad or anything. And then when I was done teaching, because it was a double class, I was like really thirsty, and then I drank something, and then I was fine. So I don't know. The air is dry, that kind of thing. Maybe that's part of it.
Maybe.
But what's going on with you guys besides JT and Jen that are cruising like next week? Oh, and we got a message from, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me?
I don't know what you're talking about, so
You weren't on the message?
I don't know. What is a message from what? Regarding what? About what?
Les is on the Mardi Gras.
Oh, yes.
I couldn't think of Les's name.
Les
is on the Mardi Gras. I kept wanting to go, the jet guy. Les is on the Mardi Gras. Air Force Les. And they're going to watch us and be like, you couldn't remember my name? Don't take it personally. Sometimes I forget.
I didn't know. All you said was, we got a message
Sometimes I forget Marty's name. So.
What's my name?
Kim So yeah, they're on the Mardi Gras right now. And anybody else have a cruise coming up? What's your countdowns? It's the final countdown.
I have something really stupid to talk about that nobody cares about.
And then she got up and left.
I'll be back. It's show and tell.
Oh.
So.
I don't even know what you're showing there.
I know, but I'm going to tell you. So. I got a couple new Scentsy things from Gina. Oh. And she sent me this item. And I've seen it before, And I kind of complained to her about like how much I hate getting the wax out of the Scentsy thing, and she's talked about these, I don't know what they're called, the cotton things.
Looks like a marshmallow.
It's cotton. And she's like, they work great, and I'm like, I can't imagine them being that much better than like, you know, a paper towel, which is what I usually use and absolutely despise it. However, I just recently changed out my Scentsy thing to a new smell. And this little thing right here, it's a little cotton thing.
Marshmallow.
And my God, this is magic. You just put it in there and it soaks it up, and there's still room to use it again. And I'm so excited to change out my wax.
Wow. Okay. That's good.
Usually I let the wax just go until it like doesn't smell anymore, and then, you know, I get irritated. But this thing, I'm telling you, if you have a Scentsy, get whatever these little cotton things are called. Gina, if you're here, you can put the name of it in there. Or Stacy, because I'm sure you know too. Anyway, that's...
Well, and speaking of, they have 64 days until a back-to-back on the Venetia. And JT says can't wait till Venetia. So, yeah. Are you guys on that together? Is that what's happening there? Is JT and Jen going on the Venetia too?
That sounds right.
Or is that just, yeah. Yeah, because I knew they had a cruise together, right?
Well,
It's called a cotton cleanup, and I love them. That's what Gina says. Oh, they're on the first leg. Okay. They're not on the back-to-back. They're on the front.
oh, and he says, cool
The
to know I
front.
have a wax mouth. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. And I've seen people like post on Gina's Scentsy thing, and Gina's told me about it, and I was like, there's just no way. And I was blown away.
You know what's going to happen after that first week? Stacy and Gina are going to be like, get off our ship. Go, get off our ship. This is our ship now. This is our ship.
It's gonna be like the wedding cruise where.
Oh no, it won't be that bad because at least they'll have been on for a week.
Well, true, but it'll be like oh, we have to get off this now, and you're gonna stay on.
You bastards.
The deja vu.
That's okay. We're not getting on either leg, so we've got it worse. Yeah. So there you go. Venetia, where does that one leave out of? That's the new XL, right? Venetia?
No.
No?
The Venetia is one that was something else that they switched over.
Oh, okay.
The new XL is Jubilee.
Another couple joining them on the second leg.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, it's not us. So it's not the right couple.
I'm sure we were probably invited, but it's a good thing we didn't book any more cruises than we already have. If we're buying
Port Canaveral. It's the Italian ship.
Oh, yes. The Italian ship. Okay. Cool. Well, that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. The newest XL comes out. Oh, that's the festival. That's right. 2027. Well, that's a ways away.
It is.
It's like over a year away. I mean, it's almost 26 though.
Right.
To be fair.
So it's like
it's almost
a year
2026.
and such.
But then, yeah. My watch was beeping.
It was
It was vibrating.
Did you have notifications?
No, I didn't. I don't know what it was. I think I just accidentally touched the screen or something. So.
I feel like I'm boring tonight. I don't have anybody
I don't know if I want.
I don't think you need to drink anymore.
No? You won't let me drink anymore?
Well, I'm not drinking, so it's not fun. If you drink and I don't.
JT and Jen are booked on twice on the festival in 2027. You guys book out so far, man.
Yeah, I can't plan like that.
I'm lucky if I know what's going on next week.
Yeah. We've been playing some video games.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Anita says 119 days to my birthday cruise, which we were able to just pay off.
Nice. That's cool.
Thank you, Craft Fairs. It went away before I could read all of it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Craft Fairs. You get the best rates early. That's true. That's true. Hell, we have a cruise booked for 2028.
Jeez.
Doesn't surprise me at all. Doesn't surprise me. Also, when you're like a travel agent, I feel like you're It's like when you work at a store and you're just like constantly buying stuff from the store because you see it every day and you get a good deal on it and you're like, oh yeah, all right, let's get that today.
Yeah. That's why I don't work in a store. Although I was talking to someone yesterday, when I worked at PetSmart, they used to give like the employees like a special coupon for their brand of like pet food. So I would get Reno the Simply Nourish, and it was like $10 a bag because of this coupon plus the employee discount. And it was like the big bag for like $10, which Simply Nourish was obviously not like the best dog food out there, but it was a pretty good dog food for somebody that wanted a somewhat quality food at a lower price. And then when I left PetSmart, I started feeding him Blue Buffalo, which makes no sense because that was like 5 times the cost.
Yeah, Blue Buffalo is expensive.
Yeah.
Yep. JT says, I'm always looking for cool cruises. And Anita says, now to start paying on our Fintastic Cruising Sea Days group cruise. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we gotta get that organized. Maybe we'll talk about that on Sunday.
Yeah, we could chat about that a little bit
Yeah.
on Sunday. Yeah.
I hear that cricket. You hear it?
I did hear it earlier.
There's a cricket. So
I don't understand. It's like the immortal cricket.
I don't know where this cricket came from.
Crickets have like a 5-6 week lifespan. And we haven't fed crickets to anybody in like months. Months. I don't know where this cricket is, like how it's living. But there is a cricket in our house.
And it just appeared within like what, the last few days.
I mean, obviously they bred in somebody's thing.
Yeah.
I don't know where they could have done that though.
I don't know.
It was in the dragons or the monitors, they'd have gotten eaten.
Right.
So I don't know, unless like somehow one got into like one of the snake things where they don't eat crickets. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. And the other thing that's weird is like insects die in our house. Like if there's like stuff that comes in from outside or something, like it dies. Like I don't know what they sprayed in this house, but because we haven't sprayed anything since we've been here, but there's some toxic stuff in this house. That's why we're always nervous about the bearded dragons being out. If we don't want them to like get whatever that is.
But bugs aren't really an issue here, so that's good.
No, they don't last long. But that cricket somehow it avoids that.
Yeah.
It's like reanimator cricket or something. JT says you have crickets outside. Yeah, but this is
inside.
These are reptile feeder crickets because we did get one of them. That one was dead too. Did you kill it?
Which one?
I found one like last week or earlier this week that was like dead on the floor. It was like smashed. And I didn't smash it.
Was it right in the doorway?
It might have been.
I stepped on it.
Okay, yeah.
Not purposely.
It was like goopy stuff coming out of it. Yeah, it was bad.
I didn't step that hard onto it, so maybe it was, I don't know.
Yep.
Because it was bedtime and I walked back in to grab my watch and I felt something under my foot but didn't realize what it was. I bet that's what it was.
Hey there, Jeff. Welcome. JT says we don't get many bugs out here because of all the geckos. I mean, we have geckos.
Yeah.
We have, I mean, and I don't mean the ones she has in like terrariums. I mean, we have like geckos all over the outside of the house. We got anoles everywhere. We don't, I mean, like I said, we don't get a lot of insects from outside. Occasionally we get like the big palmetto that come in, but they usually die or we find them and they don't last long. But then we'll get like little bitty tiny things. They're too small for geckos and anoles. Although I haven't seen those in a long time. We sprayed the windows, but they're like ants basically, and they come in but then they would die like along the wall.
Yeah.
And but I haven't seen them in a bit.
No.
In a bit.
If a gecko gets inside, we don't worry about it. Yeah, I try to get the geckos out.
Poop on your wall, but
I like to take them back outside just because I don't want them to die inside.
Yeah, I found a couple that have perished.
Yeah, I have too.
From the dehydration, as Waterboy would say.
Yeah. So if I find them, I try and take them back outside just so that, they're living where they belong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if they're here. They're fun, but I
Yeah.
don't want them to die.
Yeah. Is that 2 snake heads over there or 1?
2.
Okay. Since we're in here, like our little baby garter snakes are on the kitchen counter, so we don't usually see them on the live, and they're like super curious. And there's 2 of them like this, with their little heads popped up.
I wonder if I bet they'll sneak in if I go over to try and take
They
it.
might not if you go slowly. We'll see. Oh, one's gone.
Lost one. Guess who's still out?
Is it Percival?
I think it's Drew.
Drusilla?
Drusilla.
We have 4 baby garter snakes in that.
Oh no, Drusilla's back there.
And 2 of them have grown exceptionally fast. One of them, which is supposed to be a male, and males don't get as big, it's like 4 times the size of the other ones in there.
Wow. So I'm gonna say.
And a little bolder, but the really, really blue one is Drusilla, and she's usually pretty bold too. But it's a little late for them.
I think that one's Drusilla.
Oh, back there?
Yeah.
We need to clean them out
Yeah,
again.
it's a horror. I can't
they
see.
poop a lot.
Is it on the screen? I can't see the screen.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cuter when they were both like poking out, but
Yeah, because they are like real like wee, like looking around. They like stick their heads up real high. It's funny. It's quite funny. Anyway. Yeah, if we get this house, I can't wait to get these animals set up
I know.
in a more permanent kind of situation. And I ain't putting anybody on the dang floor. It's too hard to clean them on the floor. They're all going up at least 2 feet off the ground.
How are you gonna do that? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know, but
Okay.
I'm going to.
Okay.
I don't know how, but it's gonna happen. Cause I don't like dealing with the ones on the floor.
No.
It's just
I agree. It's too low.
too low. Yeah. Anita says my cat puts his paws on them to stop them from jumping, then lets them go when they
I
jump.
keep saying that when we get this house,
Cats get them.
we
Yeah.
can get a cat.
I mean, I want a cat. I'm not saying we can get a cat because she's allergic to cats. But the house we're trying to buy has a cat.
It
And
does.
it's a real pretty
Yeah,
cat.
I do
It's
like
like
that cat.
it's like a fluffy calico cat. And it's real friendly. Like every time we've been in there, and we've been in there twice, it comes up and like lets you, it's like sniffs you and stuff.
would kind of stand together, kind of discussing something. They come over and just sit right in the middle of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, real pretty cat.
When the door was open, not that we like hung out with the door open, but like we opened the patio door, and it just sat there like it didn't try and escape.
Yeah, we're like we want to negotiate the cat in the deal. That's funny. Funny. Too late now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. That's what's going on. I don't know what else you want to talk about here.
I don't know. We're boring tonight.
Yeah, we're pretty boring. Yep.
Yeah. What do you want us to talk about? Anybody saying anything?
No,
Okay.
I'm just talking about cats
Oh.
getting crickets.
Mm.
They're back. They're periscoping again. So, I don't know. Let's talk about Let's talk about cruising or something. Don't think
Okay.
too hard. JT says don't think too hard.
I don't know what to say about cruising.
I don't either.
Cruise critters.
Ed's heat went out in his vehicle. Had to rent a van to go to the show this weekend in Alton.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't worry about heat down here in
No.
our vehicles. It's a non-issue. That's not true. There are times when we turn the heat on in a vehicle.
And we have heated seats, which we
We
use.
do. We do have heated seats, which we do use. In the
Yeah.
morning, the heated seat feels pretty good
Yeah.
sometimes. Yep. The water in Bimini was gorgeous, JT says. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't see any sharks, honestly.
That's
But
where we saw them right over the bridge.
It is really pretty water. Yeah.
We saw.
Well, going over the
whatever.
pier.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pier.
They were right there in the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't be right there on the land. So.
Land shark.
Yeah. They're in the water.
Ed, what kind of cruise critter do you want us to talk about? Stacy says my snowblower quit working in the middle of the snowstorm, and he had to fix it today.
Oh wow.
Yikes! We don't have snowblowers either.
No.
I have a leaf blower,
Yeah.
but not a snowblower. Would a leaf blower work as a snowblower? Probably, if the snow is the right kind of snow, but probably
I mean, it'll
not.
blow like off the top, but it's not
Yeah.
gonna like dig
not
in
really-
there and pull it out.
Not like made for that.
Right.
Yeah. You have to have a snowblower and a leaf blower. I
Yeah.
would suspect up there. You gotta have all the blowers.
All the blowers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What kind of cruise creature are you talking about?
I don't know. Ed said cruise critters, but
Well, which ones?
I don't know. Give us a cruise critter. We'll talk about it.
Hopefully, it's something you know about.
There's another snake sticking its head
There
up over
sure
there.
is. They're all gonna move if I go over there again, though.
Yeah. If I could get one out, I would, but it
Drusilla would be okay.
freak out.
I tested my new saltwater tank today.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay. That's cool. Anita says yes, they have both a snow and a leaf blower.
One too many blowers.
I never had a snowblower as a kid. Like when I became a teenager, sometimes I was made to shovel the driveway, which I always thought was stupid as a teenager. Because I was like, why am I shoveling the snow? It's going to melt. Like, why am I doing all this work? It's not going to be here in like 3 or 4 days. This is going to be gone. Why am I doing this? But,
See, we just walked through it and drove through it.
yeah.
We didn't shovel our drive.
Yeah, I mean, if it was, now, the exception would be if, like, the plow came through and they piled up so much snow that you couldn't get out of the driveway, then you got to shovel to get through that. But, like, what are we doing here? What are we, what are we doing? I wonder if HOAs will send you letters if you don't shovel your driveway.
Oh, maybe.
Is that a thing? I don't know.
It's not a problem down here.
JT says I'll have some cruise critter soon. He wants a Moorish idol and a powder blue tang.
Okay.
Our snow doesn't go away till spring. Yeah, I guess that's different up there. I mean, in St. Louis, I don't know. It would snow. I mean, I guess it would stay like in the yards and stuff if it was cold enough time of year. It might stay for like a couple weeks, but I don't know if it would have stayed in the driveway. Maybe it would have. Maybe it would have done that.
I don't know.
But most of the time, the snow melted within a week, I feel like. I don't feel like there was usually snow for like weeks on end in Missouri. It just got too, you would get enough
You would
heat.
get a big snow and then it would warm up and it would all melt.
And there were a couple storms, like in the early 80s, there was a storm that was really bad because we were out for like, I think at least a week from school, and there was like snow was piled up, so I was digging caves in it. It was the year that the Empire Strikes Back toys came out. It was perfect. I had all my Hoth toys, and I built like all these like little Hoth play areas. It was real cool. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Do sergeant majors get very big? What's your definition of big? JT says. So sergeant majors, they don't, I would say no, relative to fish in general, that we think of in like coral reefs, but I don't know how, like if I do this, that could be different things, right? So I would say that sergeant majors usually maybe like 6 inches across would be the average that I would say I see in Sergeant Majors. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
6. Maybe you get a outlier that's like 7 or 8.
Yeah, but they're
But
usually.
a lot of them, they're like 4 to 5.
What would you say that? That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's probably like 5 or 6.
Yeah, something.
Inches, something like that. Yeah, they're not huge. Why is that? JT said 6 to 9 inches, and it said held for review. I don't know why.
Maybe because it flagged it as potentially like spam.
I guess. I don't know. 9 would be big. Yeah, 9 would be real big. But you could get like a big female or something like that, I guess. But yeah, I'd say 6 is more like an average. They are territorial. Oh yeah, Sergeant Major they'll come at you, bro. They will come at you, and they're damsels basically. So all the damselfish will protect their territory, and they'll nip at you. It doesn't actually hurt, but they'll nip at you. They might get some hairs, if you got hairs on your legs or your arm, your fingers, but still not really all that.
What?
Not all that painful.
What fish was it when we were in Lake Denton that kept biting me?
Those were like bluegill.
Is that what was in there? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, bluegill were biting you.
But you and Austin weren't getting bit. It was just me that they were biting.
You. Yeah.
And you saw them bite me. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first couple times they bit me, I was like, what was that? And then they were chasing me and biting me. I'm like, why are you fish biting me?
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't cool. And it kind of hurt.
Did it?
A little bit. I mean, enough that I knew they were biting me.
Mini piranhas?
Yeah.
Okay. Snowstorm was late January of 82. Yes. I just started my job, worked 3 days, and they shut down the plant for a week. Holy cow, yeah. Yeah, it was 82, that sounds right. When did Empire Strikes Back came out? Probably around then. I just know I had my Empire toys. I had all my Tauntauns and my Snow Troopers and all that sort of thing. Hey there, Kevin Counts. We haven't seen you in a hot second. Bombini, and happy Aloha Friday. A new house sounds awesome. Congratulations. Yep, I mean, we're not quite there yet, but we did... it was
1980.
1980? Oh, well, maybe then by the time the toys came around was maybe 81, and then if it was 82... If it was like January or something, February of 82, then that would have made sense. But yeah, we haven't got the house yet, but we have progressed in getting it. Is that Drusilla moving about?
Yeah, I think that's Drusilla.
Yeah?
Are you going to get her out?
I'm going to try and grab her.
Okay.
I'm going to try, sorry. Advertisement. No, that's Percival. I think.
Oh, well, he won't come out then. I mean, he will, but he won't be as friendly as Drusilla.
I think that's Percival. Let me see your face. Oh, no, that's Drusilla. She's being a little spazzy spaz.
You want me to shut that thing?
No, I can let her finish doing her thing.
Sure you don't want me to do that?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. He got it.
I got it. That's her, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's her.
Mm-hmm. We need to handle her more anyway, because they're so freaky. They're freaky little freaks. They like to poop on you when they get upset. There she is. Look at that. Yeah, you're okay.
Look the other way.
You're okay.
Turn around. Turn your head. There you go.
Bloop. So, yeah.
Did she poop all over you?
No, not too bad. She did a little bit, but not too bad. It's hard to see in this lighting, but she's got a real pretty blue tone to her. You probably can't really see that.
You think if I shine flashlight, it'll show it? It might wash her out.
Good thing Les isn't on here. Yeah, I don't know if that helps or not.
Well, don't go to the light.
Go to the light. Look at that cute little, like, she's got like a little red tongue.
Which you can't see because she's turning away.
Yeah, she's like, where's the camera? I will avoid the camera. She's so funny.
They're cute little snakes. But golly, they are dirty, stinky little things.
Yeah, they eat a lot. They poop a lot.
They're wiggly. And when you pull them out, they poop.
Yeah. They stop, though, if you handle them. If you handle them, they turn into little puppy dogs.
Guess you should probably do that more often.
We should just have snake handling parties.
That's a good idea.
We got a lot of these garter snakes.
Yeah.
And those big ones especially need handling.
Yes, they do.
They are freaky freaks. But I mean, look, we still got a little bit of from this little girl. And my mom says she's pretty. She is a pretty girl. She is indeed. She is a pretty girl. Sounds like me, eat a lot, poop a lot. Yeah. But you don't throw your poop at people, so that's good. But hers is not that bad. It's not as bad as human, you know, so not too bad.
She's doing pretty good.
Yeah, she's definitely still a little stressed out, though.
Yeah.
Anything. She just wiggles. They do have a musk, and yeah, I can smell it. It's not too bad though. Like considering how much they musk, it's not too stinky for snake musk. But if you work with them, then they'll stop doing that. Once they realize that you're not going to try and eat them. She's got some shed on her tail that needs to come off of there.
You want me to get it?
Yeah, if you can. Because that's not good. We don't want that on there. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, the shed on the tail it'll cut off the circulation, and then if they keep growing, it can cause them to lose the end of their tail.
How many babies do you have?
We have, well, the only one that we had that was born with us is just one, which is a different species of garter.
That's a spicy little snake.
That is a spicy little snake.
That is like the spiciest snake ever.
And then these we have 4 of that we got in Daytona. 3 of them were super inexpensive, and 1 of them was moderately inexpensive. But yeah, they're kind of they are not super crazy expensive snakes, which is nice, but they're really interesting. They're very smart.
You can see her blue there.
Yeah, a little bit.
If I cover my face, does she? Did it focus on her?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit.
Do they eat little pinkies?
They do, but they, since they're social and they live together, we don't give them whole pinkies because if they fight over the same pinky, so we chop them up. I have herb scissors and I thaw pinkies out and I chop them up, and they'll also eat chicken hearts. So they're not expensive to feed, which is good because as much as they eat. So I'll chop up pinkies and chicken heart. I can do fish, but then they get real stinky poops. So I try not to do fish. And then they all eat from a communal plate. It's really cute, actually. And they will clean that plate, 100%. There you go. I think she's calmed down now a little bit. Let's see. Do we put the stuff? No, we still got our stuff out. Okay. Not super duper cleaned out then. or calm down. I don't know what I'm saying. I think, are helping hands for cruising people on a cruise right now?
They are,
I
yeah.
feel like they are. I think
they left Friday, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, they might be back by now.
Mm.
Or getting back soon.
Getting back like tomorrow or something?
Maybe, yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, that just happened.
Yeah. There we go. Bloop. Trying to cover my face with the snake.
You putting her back? You gonna keep her out?
No, I'll keep her out till we're done with our live. Because it's what time is it?
Another hour.
Oh. Oh, we go till 10? I thought we went till 9:30. Why was I thinking we go till 9:30?
We can stop at 9:30. Not talking about anything.
That's true. That is true. Not really a cruise creature, I guess, but garter snakes are found pretty far across the United States. They're coast to coast, and they are fairly northern. Like, you could find garter snakes way up in Canada, whereas it's too cold for almost any other snake to be up there. So garter snakes are pretty tough in that regard. They're like the first snakes to wake up from brumation and the last snakes to go to sleep. In Florida, they don't probably brumate hardly at all. Maybe they may, like, you know, a cold week or something, maybe they'll be inactive. But that's about it. There you go. Now you calm down. All right, I'll put her back. Another advertisement.
What are you advertising?
It's just my Fintastic Cruising shirt.
Oh.
I'm not actually advertising
No,
anything.
I heard you say that both times, and I had no idea. I can't see the screen when you're standing in front of me. Let's see. When I lived out in the country on a lake here in Minnesota, I saw 3 or 4 garter snakes every time I cut grass.
Who said that?
Stacy.
Oh, yeah.
And Anita says, what are some interesting facts about eels?
Eels?
Any species you want to talk about?
We got what eels do. I feel more relaxed now. Can you guys hear me okay way back there? I can sit up. What do you know about eels?
They're not electric.
Boogie, woogie, woogie. There is an electric eel, but...
Yeah, but it's not an eel.
It's not an eel. Yeah. It's an eel breaker.
Yeah.
Not an eel.
I know that eels have pharyngeal jaws.
Moray eels have pharyngeal jaws.
Okay.
That's a big word.
Yep. They have a fin that goes all the way down their back.
Yeah.
They have no legs.
They don't have any legs.
No.
I don't know that moray eels are true eels either.
Oh, really?
Well, so I think the definition of an eel are specific animals that go in salt and fresh water at different parts of their life cycle, which moray eels don't do that.
Right.
And I think that's the way it works. So, like, eels' namesakes, I think, were often, like, in at least from European history, they were commonly eaten and stuff like that and harvested, and they were more like these just long,
like slimy
colorless,
things.
slimy things. Yeah. I don't know what the definition of eel is, but I feel like there is a specific definition. It does not include moray eels in that, but moray eels are a group of things that are called eels. So there's also wolf eels. Wolf eels are not eels. They look menacing with big sharp teeth and a huge mouth, but not an eel. Electric eels, like you said, not an eel. They are a lungfish, but they have kind of an eel shape. Weird thing about electric eel is, if you see an electric eel this long, only this much of it is the fish's body. The rest of this is all tail. It's really weird. But if you look at an electric eel, you can kind of figure that out with it, which is kind of strange.
Stacy said no arms either.
No arms. They're disarming.
So I'm going to tell you something because it's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the weakest link celebrities. I didn't know they were doing a celebrity version now, but they are. And they did one with football players. And one of the questions was if there are, I don't remember the exact way it's stated, but if there are 7 rattlesnakes, how many legs are there? Or something. How many legs does 7 rattlesnakes have? Or something along the lines of that.
Okay.
They gave the answer of 12.
Why? Why?
Because they didn't know the answer. They
didn't know that rattlesnakes didn't have legs?
Well, it's fast. You've seen The Weakest Link, right?
Uh-huh.
Where they ask a question, you go. My guess is, in a panic, just said the first number that popped into their head.
And they said, how many rattlesnakes?
7.
And they said 12.
Correct.
So even if you, like I was thinking, well, are they talking about like vestigial leg bones? I don't know if rattlesnakes have, I don't feel like rattlesnakes, well, they may have vestigial leg bones. But even if you did, that's still 14.
Correct.
Not 7.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes. Simone and I spent many a minute talking about this today. Because she's the one that told me about it. So then I watched it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so FYI, 7 rattlesnakes do not have 12 legs.
No, but 6 ball pythons do. They have legs.
Yeah.
They have back legs. They're just underneath.
Anyway, since we're talking about legs. There's also, this one wasn't the football players, they did a Glee one. And one of the questions was, to be considered a buffalo wing, it has to be 51% buffalo, true or false?
Oh, man.
She said true.
Oh, no. Oh, no. But look, I mean, if it's like super fast and the pressure's on, like you could say some stupid stuff and you know, kind of be forgiven for that.
Yeah.
It's easy.
I mean, you're in the moment, you're just not thinking about it. Yeah.
I remember when I delivered pizza back in the day and, you know, people paid with this paper and metal stuff called cash and coin. And I had to figure out change in my brain. You know, oh, 2 pizzas, $11.35. And they give you like a 20, and I got to do that math in my head. Now, under normal calm circumstances, no problem. But you put me in the hot seat, and I'm like, and then they do things weird to you when you're delivering pizza, like they give you, you know, they give you some change, or they give you different dollar amounts. Like if it was like, I don't know, 25, I don't know, I don't remember the scenario, but they would give you different things, like get, you know, even change back, or they'd be like, include this in your tip. And I'm like, I'm doing like basic math, but it's not easy on the fly. At least it wasn't for me. Yeah, Stacy says, oh, I hate doing math on the spot. Yeah, I'm bad at it. My dad would be like, you know, I don't understand why these people can't do math. It's just basic math, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm one of people can't do math on the fly, like at the register. He's like, oh, they got to out the cash register. Tell him. I'm like, yeah, because it's different for us. You know, like not everybody has that math brain. I could do it with a piece of paper and pencil. Give me a couple minutes. I got it. Put me in a quiet room with no pressure. I could probably figure it out fairly quickly. But you put me in front of a cash register when I'm 18 years old, and no, it all shuts down. It's gone. So, you know, kids today, kids today got it easy. Deliver or adults. You deliver pizza. You got GPS. You got credit card, probably prepaid orders included. How many people pay for cash? How many people pay for pizza with cash these days? Probably not many. And if they do, they're probably just saying keep the change.
Mm-hmm.
You know, very seldom do you probably have to do math. And if I did, I could just do it on my watch real quick or something like that. But yeah, man, delivering pizza in like Lime, South County, in St. Louis, and like you go into neighborhoods. There's no porch lights. There's no addresses anywhere. All I have is my headlights. It's raining. I had to like look at the street guide on the wall of the pizza parlor before I left. That ain't easy. I don't have a cell phone. I can't call like back to the pizza place and be like, hey, I can't find this address. None of that. You're just on your own. It was not easy back at the day. Now, easy peasy, man. Anita says, we run into that when we get busy at the craft show. Your mind goes blank. Geesh. And then afterwards, you're like, duh, I knew that. I knew the correct change. Right, but I'd be like, let me just do a calculator because I will guarantee you I will mess this up. I will mess it up. So, hey, do you guys get a lot of cash transactions at the craft show? I bet you do there.
Probably. Because people go get cash and...
Mm-hmm. Stacey says, I used to do the exact same thing when delivering pizzas for Domino's in college. The big wall map before you left. Yeah, I delivered for Pizza Hut for a while, and then Pizza Inn in Farmington, Missouri. Now that, let me tell you, at least when I delivered in South St. Louis, like Lime, that area, South County area, at least then it was like suburbia, so there were streetlights and enough houses. You deliver in someplace like Farmington, Missouri, and the directions are like, when you see the cow, turn right, and then drive till you see a white fence post that's got 3 pillars down, and then turn left, and then go up the gravel road until you see a scarecrow. I mean, it was like, what? I had less deliveries though, so in a way it was okay, but yeah, it was something though. I used to deliver to hotels a lot. That like motels and hotels back then, that was easy. You didn't have all the security and stuff that you probably do at some of them now. That was always an easy gig. Or like you deliver to like a party, like if you're like a Friday or Saturday night and they ordered like 15 pizzas, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make out like a bandit. Because for that one trip, instead of getting like $1 tip, because back then that was pretty good if you got $1, you're getting like $10. And back then, that was making bank. And then Stacy, I don't know, Domino's is probably the same. And Pizza Hut, when we weren't delivering, we were folding pizza boxes. Occasionally, I'd make a pizza, but not very often. I didn't do that very often. Usually, it was folding pizza boxes, delivering pizzas. That was it. Pizza Inn was different because it wasn't enough delivery to sustain that primarily, especially like during the day and stuff. So I worked buffet during the day, which meant like making pizzas, cooking pizzas, putting them on the buffet table, and also we had like pasta and stuff like that. And then end of the night doing like the dishes. Oh, I hated that. That was no fun. Yep, lots of folding boxes. Yeah, paper cuts for days, man. And pizza boxes will slice you up. Did you ever deliver to a dorm? We had to wait forever for them to come down. No, no place where I delivered had colleges in the area, so I didn't have to deal with dorms. I did deliver, these were always good too. When I delivered during the day for Pizza Hut, there was like one day a week when I would deliver like 30 pizzas to a school. And that was easy because I knew where it was. and I just take the pizzas in, and then it was like a set. I think I got like a set fee or something like that. I don't remember now, but it was a pretty lucrative delivery, and it was easy. And I made like on that delivery, I'd make what I would make for like, normally like 4 or 5 deliveries or more, and just at one time. And then some people would just stiff you. You wouldn't get a tip. That was always good. So most people didn't know. I don't think I got stiffed too often.
I never delivered pizzas.
No.
No.
I will say, I worked a lot of jobs before I took work seriously, and I will say the pizza delivery might have been one of the better ones I had, because I worked McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, a place called Big Burger, and those were terrible. But pizza delivery was all right. It wasn't so bad. I didn't mind that as much. Ed DoorDashes sometimes, and some people DoorDash just a fountain soda. I was like, a soda? Really? That's crazy. Yeah, how much you got to pay for a soda, for a fountain soda?
Yeah, that's like crazy. Like, at least add something to it, make it worth it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a soda that badly.
You make good money doing DoorDash? Is that like a good side hustle?
We're gonna do that too.
Oh, neither one of us like to drive,
No.
so that doesn't sound like a good gig for us.
Sure doesn't. Hey
Jen, if you can hear us, wake JT up. He's passed out on the keyboard.
When I worked at Hyatt, I sometimes drove the van to pick people up from the airport.
Okay.
That was my driving job. So I had to lift suitcases into the back of the van, play Tetris with getting the suitcase. I always hated it, like when the pilots or the men would come over and, well, I can do it. I'm like, please don't touch it. There's a way that this will go in. Go away. You put that down and go get in the van. I got this. But they're like, oh no, it's okay. I can do it. And I'm like, so can I. Because they'd put it in there and then I'd ultimately have to take it out.
Right.
And I'd rather just you walk away because I know how things fit in this space.
Stacy says, I also stocked groceries overnight. That sucked. I didn't stock groceries, but I did stock books at Borders. That's what I did. Like, I did that as a job right before I moved to Florida. So I had quit my zoo job. I was still working at the reptile store because that paid the rent, but I knew I was moving to Florida. So, and then eventually I think I quit the reptile store because I was living, right before I moved, I was living with my aunt for a minute, and then I moved. But stocking books at Borders was fun. It was probably a lot different than the grocery store, but we would just we would put, because we had the nice, Borders had all the nice sound systems and stuff back in the day, so we would jam music, and we would just get in the zone, just stocking books, and they would open up the coffee bar to us, so I could get as much coffee slushy as I wanted, and I could get as many chocolate covered coffee beans as I wanted. So I would start working at 11 and then work until the morning. And man, I was buzzed on coffee. I've never been a big coffee drinker. I will drink coffee, but back then I hardly ever drank coffee. So that was mostly I just ate those coffee beans, but they would keep you going.
I did at PetSmart. I did on Tuesday mornings. I went in at I think 4:30 or 5 a.m. to stock. I only did the animal care section, like fish and small animal.
Yeah.
I didn't do the
cat,
big
dog.
I didn't do the big stuff.
I worked at a Petco, and we would do stock once a week. I think it was once a week.
Yeah.
And we'd get there at 4:30 in the morning. And we were slinging cat litter and 50-pound bags of dog food.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there were people that did that, but I only did.
We did the whole thing.
I did fish and small animal.
Well, actually, I think we would put the small stuff we would put on like things, and then people during the day would do that, like the small stuff. We did a little bit of that, but mostly we were like litter, big bags of food. Yeah, lots of that. Lots of that.
And whenever the store did like a big like changeover, like they did big end caps or swapped big things out, for whatever reason, I don't know how I got roped into it because nobody else ever did. But at both PetSmarts that I worked at, I did that. And I mean, I guess because I just said sure.
Yeah.
So there was a couple times that I did like an overnight where we did like a big overhaul.
Anita says I worked at Target and stocked goods. It sucked too. Stacy says I was also a store manager at Hibbett Sporting Goods. That was long hours. Yeah, I did. I was an assistant manager at the Nature Company when I first moved to Florida. It wasn't long hours though. I had a really good boss too. He's still friends with me on Facebook. Really, one of the best bosses I've ever had. Really good guy. Yeah. Yep. I worked some jobs. We all worked some jobs, didn't we? And got paid garbage for it.
I worked at Hollister for like 2 months.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. I worked at Jeans West. Have you heard of Jeans West?
No.
It was like a trendy clothing store. And I worked there like full on punk rock days. But I wore my mohawk down, like kind of folded. I had a real long mohawk, so it looked like I just had this like shaved side, and then I went in there to get my paycheck one time. My boss had no idea, and I went in there with like my mohawk up and like spiky belts and like a Sex Pistols shirt on, and she was like, "Ah!" It was funny, but she was the manager. I hardly ever worked with her. The assistant manager was really cool. We went and saw David Bowie together, and we had like almost front row seats to David Bowie. That was really cool.
Hollister sucked because it was an on-call position. So it was like there was, okay, you're scheduled for Tuesday and Thursday, but you're on call. So you'd have to call in like an hour before your shift and see if you were needed.
Oh, no. That's no good.
And here's the thing. I was living on campus at IUPUI car.
Oh.
So I had to rely on somebody else to get me there.
But then you didn't know if you needed
But I never knew or not.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was only like 2 months, and I maybe went in there 10 times. It wasn't a lot because they told me I wasn't needed, and I had 2 iPods stolen out of my purse while I was there. It was like the big good iPods at the time.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Anita says retail is awful. People are needy. After Target, I never worked retail again. Oh, I worked Children's Palace. I worked Nature Company. I worked Borders. I worked Borders, not just stocking. I worked there. I actually liked Borders though. Borders was cool. I did other retail too. I worked at a Halloween store for a season. I feel like I worked other retail than that. I mean, reptile stores, those are all retail. It's a little different. Pet stores. I just worked at Petco. And I worked at a place called Pet Marketplace, but just for a minute. And the reptile store called me at Pet Marketplace and offered me a job because they knew me. I worked at Pet Marketplace. I know I worked other retail. I just can't think of it. I delivered for Kinko's Copies for a while. That was an interesting gig. Kevin says, I have only worked in construction industry. I still keep a hard hat and an orange vest in my trunk. My boots got crusty and full of spider webs, so I threw them away. I can always buy another pair. I didn't work construction. I never did anything super physical manual labor.
I've never specifically worked in food. Or when I worked in Hyatt Place, it was a select service hotel, so there was like a small cafe, and there were times that I was scheduled in the kitchen and there was food, but it wasn't like, I mean, it was food, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
If that's, you know, it was,
Yeah.
you might have a flatbread and you throw on some sauce and toppings and slide it through like the heat thing. So I mean,
Right.
technically it was food, but I was working at the hotel. I wasn't working in food, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That was just part of the gig.
How many licks did it take? I don't know. I wasn't counting, but not that many.
You want me to throw that away?
Oh, if you want to.
Is there any part that you didn't lick?
Yeah, just the very bottom.
The whole thing looks all gross.
I did fish aquarium maintenance for a little bit. That was an interesting gig. That took self-discipline, and I didn't have that when I had that job. I could probably do that job now and do really well with it, but at the time, it was not a good fit for me in my place in life. But it was cool because, you know, you just had to coordinate with different offices and stuff, so you could go in when they wanted you there, so you could do fish aquarium maintenance. It paid for that, and it paid okay. Where else did I work that before I got like my real jobs? God, I know I worked other places. I just can't remember.
The only other place that I haven't mentioned yet is the Indianapolis Zoo.
Mm,
It's all my jobs.
yeah.
I
Oh,
tend to stick at
worked a lot of
places for long
Yeah, I did.
periods of time.
I didn't until I started working in the reptile pet trade. I didn't work places very long. I wasn't very. Oh, I worked as a motorcycle mechanic for a minute.
I did also work at Lowe's.
And if you know me, that's funny because I'm not mechanically inclined. Oh yeah, you worked at
worked at
that's
Lowe's.
right. You worked at Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I learned so much when I worked. It was 2, maybe 3 months. It was just over a summer when I was back home between school. But yeah, I was a cash register person, and there were some regulars that would come
A cashier?
Yeah, one of those. Shut up. But they'd come in with something, and I'd be like, what's this for? And then they'd like tell me about this whole project that they're working on. It was like, I learned so much about the things that people bought things for. I can't tell you any of it now. But at the time, I was
might
like...
come in helpful now.
Well, I can go get a job at Lowe's. Might have to.
Yeah, we might have to. I did work for a tree trimming service for a little while. Somebody, when I lived with my grandma, somebody that went to church with her had a tree trimming service, and I went along. I don't think I did very good though. I think they wanted to get rid of me. I don't know why. Like I did try at that job, but I just didn't excel at it. I was just basically picking up scraps and throwing them in a chipper. Like that was kind of my job. Like I don't know. Kevin says dinner's ready. We are having ground turkey and cacio pepe and pumpkin lasagna. Pretty good. Okay.
Interesting.
Take your word for that. Stacy says, Kevin, for the past 31 years, I've technically worked in the construction industry. That's true. Although I'm behind the computer, I design floor and roof trusses. That's different though, but it is still the construction company, but yeah, definitely different than being like one of the grunts, I guess.
Every time
you got the better end of that, I think. That's the end you want to be on.
Every time I hear somebody talk about trusses, I think about Stacy.
Right. We've even seen like a truss like company a couple times, and we're like, yeah, look, that trusses, Stacy.
Yeah. That's the only thing that we have.
Still don't completely understand what they are, but kind of know, but not 100%.
Enough that it's like, oh, you're talking about trusses? Stacy does that.
He puts things in buildings that make sure they don't fall down. Yes. I think that's like big kind of archy things, I think, or something like that. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I probably should stop talking because I have no idea.
I don't know. I didn't think they were archy things.
I don't know. They're like, there's something to do with like the roof though.
Yeah.
Holding the roof up.
I believe that. What is a truss?
Anita says, I didn't work long at places until I started daycare. Then I stuck with it. I loved working with kids. Now I am okay for only caring for my grandbabies now. I hear you. Stacy's laughing at us.
A truss is a triangular structural framework of interconnected elements typically made of wood, steel, or aluminum used to span large distances and support loads in construction.
Okay,
So it's not an arch though. It's just like the roof triangles.
Yeah, but it supports. Yeah, it's up there. That's kind of what I was thinking of. So I'm not totally off on that. Kevin says, "Cool, Stacy. I'm a land surveyor and I've been behind a desk for the last 10 years. I'll buy new boots if I have to work in the future again." In the field again, not future. Got it. Got it. Yep. Yup.
Now we know one more thing about trusses.
That's right. That's right.
It's the triangle bit.
Yep. Yeah, I worked a lot though. I worked a lot of places, and usually like probably a few months for most of them. Some of them a few weeks. And then I think I worked at Pizza Hut a little bit longer. Kinko's, I probably worked at a little bit longer because that's when I started like living on my own. So I actually had to rely on a paycheck, and then it changed things. But I still didn't really take my work very seriously because I knew I could just go out and get another job that paid the exact same amount anywhere, and I didn't really care. So I didn't have a strong work ethic until I got a job that I liked, which was reptiles and exotic pets. And that changed everything for me, really, because that's when I really started committing to the job and wanting to be there and like actually caring. So, and then I went from there to the St. Louis Lizard Company, and then I did fish aquarium maintenance, and then I got the zoo job as an entomology keeper, and then I was working at pet stores, reptile stores, incongruent at the same time. I don't know where that vocabulary's come from. And then I moved to Florida. Nature Company. I did work at, when I first moved to Florida, because I was going to work at Borders, but then my ex moved with me and she was a manager at Borders, so she took the Borders gig, and then I couldn't work there because then we were in a relationship, so there was like, and she was a manager, so that wasn't allowed. So she took my job I was going to transfer with, and then I got a job at Walden Books, which was owned by Borders, or vice versa, and I worked there, and then that didn't pay very well, so I went and tried to get a Christmas job for extra hours at the Nature Company, and that's when the guy at the Nature Company was like, "I want to hire you as a manager," and I was like, "All right." So that was cool, and then I worked there until I moved to St. Pete. And the funny thing, and we transferred because there was a new Borders. So we moved to St. Pete. I didn't have a job. And then I got a job at a local pet store in St. Pete, which was okay. I worked there for a while. And then some people from the Science Center came in to like get animal stuff. And I happened to ring them out, and I was like, "What's that?" Because they had the Science Center shirts on, and they were like, they talked to me, and they were like, "Oh, you should come and check it out." Like they're like, maybe you could teach part-time there or something. And I was like, "That's cool. That sounds fun." So I went over there, and they were like, "Yeah, you could teach part-time, but don't think of it as anything more than part-time because hardly anybody works here as anything more than part-time." Well, 6 months later, I was full-time employed at the Science Center, and then worked there until I went back to college. Got my education degree.
Oh, look at all those different trusses.
Oh, I worked at America's Best Contacts and Eyeglasses when I briefly moved home to St. Louis while I was in college, and I worked there for a little bit while I was going to school, and then came back to Florida. I didn't like that job. It was okay, but I just felt like I was scamming people. That's not me. I'm not good at that stuff.
Look,
Wow, that's a lot of trusses.
there's a whole chart of the different types of trusses.
Some of those are really confusing.
I just don't understand, like, why you would need them to look like that.
Because the way is support.
Well, I
To support the weight and stuff like that.
But like, what's happening there?
I don't know.
Vaulted over one room or area.
I don't know. That Stacy could probably tell you.
I don't know, I feel like they're already drawn here. What is there to design?
Trusses can be arched.
Yeah, I can see some arched ones.
Yeah.
But they already exist. Why do you need to design them?
Because they probably have to be designed for specific applications.
Oh, like, is it like a size?
You can't just
thing or
go,
something?
yeah, let's see, match it up. That looks like we can put one of them in there. Just cut some wood, get the miter saw out. We can get it done. Meanwhile, buildings collapse.
That building there, that's gonna take truss number 62. Put that one in there.
That would take trust, not trust.
I'm just saying, there's a reason I don't design trusses. You go to school for that? Is that like a schooling degree?
I feel like he probably had to get some kind of formal education in that. Yeah, that's not like, or at least apprentice in it. But I think he went to college, so I think he got a degree in engineering of some sort.
They
I'm
come
guessing.
in all lengths, pitches, etc. Some need more webs to work. It's gone. You have to read the rest.
And different plates to connect the pieces, all variable.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I still like my method.
That'll work.
That one looks good.
I mean, I guess if you overbuilt everything, you might be able to get away with that, but probably not, because then the designs probably wouldn't work out for the space.
You have pink hair coming off your hat.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
Maybe I should start designing trusses.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
No?
That sounds like a terrible idea. Unless you're going to go get trained.
I don't know. How do I have to train?
Like I said, I'm pretty sure Stacy has a college degree that's related to that.
Well, I have college.
Yeah. I think you missed the second half of my sentence.
What? You got something against me not getting the degree?
No, I'm just saying that you don't have that right now. He has. I have a drafting design degree and a bachelor's degree in computer science, but learned most of the trust-specific stuff on the job.
See, I can learn it on the job.
There you go. You can, yeah. Why don't you start making trusses?
I'm gonna start making trusses.
You can work from home.
I know.
You probably make better money than the aquarium.
It can't be much different.
Can't be much worse than the aquarium.
It can't be much different than designing 3D prints in CAD.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sure it's exactly the same. I mean, it probably does use CAD.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Then you could build 3D printed trusses.
3D printed trusses. We just got me a new job.
Yeah. Just like that. So easy.
And I can work from home.
Yeah.
I can 3D print my trusses and then send them off to somebody so they can have a tiny version of what they're going to make in big real life.
She's going to build trusses for dollhouses.
Dollhouse trusses.
In Kimbra we trust. That's what we're going to call our company.
That's cute. You know what? I will become my hair's already
Just
the right
trust
color.
me.
Just trust me.
Dollhouse truss is perfect. Yeah.
I think it's great.
I don't think you'll get the money for the dollhouse trusses.
Oh no.
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 I don't think that's where the money's at.
Oh. Well, if I get good enough, maybe people will trust me with their big house trusses.
Yeah, probably not if your portfolio is a bunch of dollhouses. Look, this is the 1993 Barbie mansion. Very stable, very sturdy. Kevin says, why not? They are 3D printing houses now. I just bought a pair of 3D printed headphones, and they are really cool. I mean, there could be 3D printed trusses, but probably not on her 3D printers, is all I'm saying. You need like the big scale 3D printed
Well, if I start making money on my doll houses, I can get a bigger one, and then I can make
just slightly bigger.
And I can
you
make
graduate to dog houses
That's
and
right.
then sheds. Yeah.
I'm in.
All right. Can you take her on as an apprentice, Stacy?
A dollhouse apprentice.
Yeah.
Remember, these are on my 3D printer. Max size is, yay big. Now, I don't know how the rest of the dollhouse is getting built, but I got the trusses handled.
Yeah, she's got the truss.
Yeah. Who knew, Stacy? Your job could be like a whole 15-minute conversation.
I mean, he's got an interesting job. It's one of those jobs, at least, so there's a lot of jobs that people have, and I have no idea what they do.
Well, of course.
And they make way more money than I do. And I'm just like, and they're like, I'm a such and such analyst, blah, 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 so and so. And I'm like, okay, I have no idea. I have not a clue. If I went to your job and tried to pretend to be doing your job, I wouldn't know where to start. At least with trusses, I kind of I got an understanding of what he's designing, architectural things, structures that have to meet like, stress test standards or whatever, I assume. So, but still, I couldn't do it. I have no idea. I wouldn't have, if somebody's like, just use this software and design a truss, I'd be like, I have no clue. No clue.
I could do it.
You could do it.
Can't be that hard.
I mean, it might not be that hard if you're trained to do it.
Yeah. I'm not saying that anybody could do your job, Stacey. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
kind of what you said, though.
No, I mean, I could I'm not saying it would be good. What I'm saying is I could do it.
She's not saying they would work.
Exactly. To be fair, I'm saying you sit me in front of this software and say, make it look like this. I can do that.
I mean, a toddler could build a mansion out of Play-Doh. It doesn't mean it's going to stand up.
Right, exactly. I can open the software and I can put some lines on there and say, it looks just like yours.
He says if I can do it, anybody can.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well then, look, I can do it. I don't have to justify myself anymore. Done. I know computer things.
You do know computer things. I don't doubt that you could do it. I'm just saying you'd have to go through the proper training.
I could learn it on the job. That's what Stacy did.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't have a college degree, though. I have college.
I don't know if that matters or not.
I don't either. I think I'll stick with the dollhouse trusses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we've got about, 13 minutes left?
If you want to go all the way to 10, then yes.
I mean, we've gone this far.
We have indeed.
We still have 7 people watching. That's, probably 6.
Are you one of them?
I'm one of them. So
okay, so
probably 6.
We haven't scared 6 people away.
JT is probably clocked out. So that would have been 8. So we've got our usual.
So we've got, I'm not even going to try and count. What, Stacy, Kevin, Anita, and Ed. And I don't know who the 5th person is.
Could be my mom.
Yeah.
Although she hasn't said anything in a while.
No.
She may have fallen asleep too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Ed says I'm still here.
Yeah, there you go. Now, if we get this house, we expect everybody to come down and help us move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll pay you in pizza. Gina's here, just not logged in.
Oh, okay.
That's the sucky thing. Like, when you're younger, like, you could just get your friends to come over and help you move. Now, when you're older, your friends are like, I don't move big, heavy things anymore. Are you crazy?
Yeah, and we're sitting here like
when we moved the last time, we hired movers, but I don't think we're going to do that this time. At least not totally because we're poor. So
yeah.
we're going to have to go old school. But if we get this house, it's literally like what less than half a mile away in the subdivision. So it'll be a quick trips, small quick trips back and forth, and then we'll get a truck.
I told Matt we'll just get a
Well, Mom's
wagon
here.
and I'll just pull things. I'll do my my daily walk.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you can load up the car, and I'll have the wagon. And then you'll pick me up, bring me back with the wagon, and then we'll do it again. Wagon won't hold too much, but it'll hold something that maybe won't fit in the car.
Yeah, maybe.
And then I'll get all my steps in.
Yeah. True enough.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't have a wagon.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
We have a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, I don't like pushing those. It hurts my back.
Oh. Kevin says, unfortunately, I don't help people move anymore. I didn't drive people to the airport either. I have heard of these things called taxis. That's exhausting just listening to you describe it. Yeah, exactly. Actually, it's not the moving things that I mind, it's the packing things. That's what I hate about moving. I don't like to pack.
Yeah.
I don't mind picking up boxes and putting them down. I can deal with that. It sucks. I don't enjoy it, but it's over in like a day or two. And I don't really even mind unpacking things. It's packing that I hate.
I don't know really how to pack.
I do not like to pack at all. And I can already tell you what's going to happen if we get this house is there will be a lot of random car trips with poorly packed items traveling down to that other home. Mm-hmm. And then we'll get to a point and then we'll probably start to actually pack stuff and then we'll have to get a truck to get the big stuff and the rest of the little stuff. But man, I feel like I used to have to move all the time. Like I've lived a lot of places.
Yeah, I have too. For a while, I moved somewhere different every year.
I mean, I didn't have as much stuff as I have now, but I had a decent amount of stuff. And I moved to Florida from St. Louis. I moved back to St. Louis, and then I moved to Florida again. That was a lot because you got to get everything in one load for that. And that included coming down. It included a motorcycle the first time. Going back, I think it included a scooter, which was in the truck. Coming back down, it included a scooter that was on a trailer. That was terrifying. The motorcycle, I think, was in the truck too. I think the scooter's the only thing that we put on a trailer. So, yeah. Hey, look at that. It's a blown. A blown just made it in here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Todd can come down and help us move.
Yeah?
Have JT swing by with an empty truck and move it all at once. I mean, we might have JT. We won't make him lift anything, but maybe we can talk him into driving the truck. Although I've driven like moving trucks. I can do that.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but I can do it.
Well, Todd wasn't in here for the beginning.
No, Todd.
And that means
when you come down in February, Todd, there is a chance that we'll be in a different home. We're not 100% sure that's going to be the case, but it might be. So, the other blonde is at a scrapbook weekend. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Left this blount alone. Well, that sounds like a really dangerous thing to do. That's what that sounds like. Like some bad stuff could go down.
Yeah?
Leaving Todd alone.
You think?
Don't you think that sounds like... Would you leave Todd alone?
No.
he could get into some trouble.
I
That's
don't
all I'm
know.
saying.
I don't
That's
know.
all I'm saying.
Are you 3D printing anything cool right now? Watching Harry Potter.
He's watching here. Oh, okay. Because all I'm thinking is like a 2 liter of Diet Pepsi and a pack of Mentos, and stuff's gonna get out of control.
We've been playing Hogwarts Legacy. Speaking of Harry Potter.
Yeah. True that.
Which we played when it came out.
Never ignore your blunt. Blount, not blunt. Well, now we have 6 minutes left.
I know. I don't have anything else to say.
I know, but Todd just got here.
I know. Okay, Todd, what are you 3D printing? I'll talk about printing. Oh, shoot. I gotta print that thing. Okay. Sorry.
That thing?
Yeah, I got those starfish things, and the guy that designed them, or the person that designed them, I asked them to do a fried egg, and they said that they would design it if I would print it and give them pictures to post. So, but
they designed it?
They designed it.
Oh.
And I was gonna print it today, but they designed it with the starfish being like black. I'm guessing kind of like on a pan.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't have black in my printer, so I couldn't start it from work.
Ah, okay.
What did they went away. I can't read them. What popped up there?
It got quiet there. I heard crickets. Just kidding. Yeah, you might hear a cricket. Printing draw inlays for my tool. For my tools. So like
That drawer inlay.
drawer inlays. Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So he can set all his tools, and that's very organized of you, Todd.
That's cool.
It's quite organized.
Maybe one day I'll have a really good setup for all my printers, and I can print some drawer inlays.
I mean, you've got a pretty good setup now.
But I don't have drawers.
Oh. Jeez.
I have to have drawers for drawer inlays.
Okay.
I do have a pretty good setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know. It's 9:56, 57. Now it says on my watch is not synced with my iPad. That's weird.
Apparently not.
It's off by a bit.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Was a whole minute off?
It's like, yeah, it's way off. Because I'm like a half minute. Thought these things were synced up by some sort of international cabal. It's like 30 seconds off.
Interesting.
Anyway, yep. We got, let's see, Todd says, my son and I are also building a mini V8 engine that runs on real gas. That sounds terrifying and interesting. Anita says, hello. Todd says, my son and I already read that.
And
Fun
what did you do,
kit.
go backwards?
I think I just, I don't know. Good night, all. Get an early start tomorrow. Everyone enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Anita. You too. And Todd saying hello. And look up Mini V8 engine on YouTube. Last of the V8s.
Yeah, we probably won't be.
Good night, all. My mom's saying good night. Good night, Mom. Good night, everybody. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and sign out. It is 9:58, 7. I don't know. Time doesn't even matter anymore. But we'll talk to you guys probably next week. And have a good week. Enjoy your week. See you later.
Bye.
Gotta hit the
I gotta
hit the button.
this one.